How is everyone? Mimi si Mbogoa. but, uh, but my name is Mike Muthiga. I'm 29 years old. Uh, Mbogoa is my creation. Uh, I started Fatboy when I was 23 years old. And I'll just tell you a short story up to the time when I started Fatboy, which I think covers craftsmanship and precision, perfecting your skill and what you have. Now, each and every one of you has something in them. Otherwise, we'd all be looking the same. We all have a different gift, each of us inside us. So, I mean, like Van Dam over there doing the split, I'm sure he didn't do it overnight. But when they were doing the shot, the commercial was shot in just one shot. They didn't have to do retakes and retakes. But there's a reason they were able to do it in one shot, because he had practiced so many times way before that. Yeah? So, I mean, the first step is, and the main, most important rule is you have to put time into it. There's the 10,000 hour rule. If you keep doing something over and over and over again, repeatedly, committed, with discipline, you'll become a master at what you do. And what you're doing will become perfect or near perfect. So, in the same way, I'll just give you an example. Before I did the first fiber advert, which is this caveman boss, and he's doing these smoke signals and asking, is that your wife calling? I had done way over 10,000 hours practicing the animation. And sometimes guys ask me, how are you able to do this with this style, with this quality, and in such a short time? Because it took me so many hours to learn how to do that. I'll start those, once I finished university, I sat in my bedroom thinking, Sasa, what do I do? What do I do? I don't want to go and do engineer. I don't want to go and become an engineer. I want to fuel this passion that I have of animation and creating cartoons. So I took my laptop, I sat down, and I started practicing the animation. I got content online. I got content from YouTube, from online classes. I bought books at Textbook Center on animation. And I'd wake up at 4 in the morning, and I'll be on my desk. My desk was just next to my bed. So I'll start practicing and learning the animation at 5 in the morning. And I'll keep going till late at night, at midnight. I did that for 1 whole year. Say, starting January till December. And next January, again, till around February. Now, by the time I was done, my skill was good. Your skills become good without even you knowing. And I got my first job. I was working at Homeboys on this series called Tinga Tinga Tales. And I was hired as a junior animator first. And my boss was impressed with my skills at the time, even before I got the job. So I worked as a junior animator, but I kept doing the same thing I was doing. Reporting hours for work was 9 in the morning, and we're supposed to leave like at 5 in the evening. But what I'd do is I'd show up at work at like 5 in the morning, and I'd start doing my work probably by 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I'll leave the office at 12. Guys would ask me, hey, kwani umefukuzwa nyumbani? Why are you always here at 5 in the morning? And it's that same rule, 10,000-hour rule. I wanted to reach even 20,000, and I wanted to practice. I wanted to do more than what I'm required to do at work. And more animations, more practice makes perfect. So after about 3 months at work, so I was promoted to now regular animator. And I kept doing the same thing over and over again. 3 months down the line, I was now promoted to lead animator. And my work was now telling the other guys how to animate, do it like this. And I did that for roughly 1 year and 2 months. But I was consistent. Now this is consistency of 2 years, about 2.5 years of doing the same thing over and over again, commitment. After the 2.5 years, I resigned from that job. And I resigned because what I'd done had reached a wider market. So the constant practice, the constant things I was doing, I put up a video on YouTube, one that I had been practicing with. And I don't know if any of you know it. There's this guy, he's a skinny guy, and he's dancing to Jimmy Guide's song. His song, Huratete. Who's seen the video? A few of you, a couple of you. So one person saw that, and they were happy with it, and they were impressed. So I got my first contract, and they were like, we need this thing in 3 months. It was a struggle, sleepless nights, trying to do all the work in 3 months. There was about 10 animations, but we did it, and we managed. Again, because of the past 2.5 years of practice and perfecting my skill. Practice makes perfect. After that is when now we got the first fiber to do. And now, by the time we were doing fiber, I'd get a brief on Monday. I'd finish the animation by even Wednesday. Because now it would take me just one day to finish one whole animation. And a lot of people have been trying to do the same thing, and guys are wondering, okay, so how are you able to do this animation this fast? And again, it goes back to the practice, practice, and commitment, and discipline. So since then, we've been producing these commercials, making these animations, doing all these cartoons, and because it's something I love and it's a passion, it's easy to iron or to perfect something that you love doing, rather than something that you've been forced to go ahead and do. You could be say a doctor, but your passion is animation. I don't think I want to be treated by a doctor who really wants to be an animator. Or I don't think I want my house built or designed by an architect who really wants to be a musician. Because the craftsmanship will come from your constant practice, practice, and practice. That's my short story on craftsmanship and perfecting what you have. Thank you, and be blessed.
1, 2,